Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Bite Size Cybercrime, the podcast where we discuss cybercrimes and cybersecurity news. My name is Chloe Tonis, and today we will be talking about a data breach from an app that, I use quite a bit. Discord. Discord is a chat platform that allows you to create your own little server with different channels dedicated to certain subjects. I run a Discord server for queer people in the Chicagoland area, and I am also part of one for the Chicago vegan community. But they are also often used for official video games, streamers, YouTubers, podcasters, or other types of communities. Even technology projects like Flipper Zero and different firmware for Flipper Zero have their own Discord servers dedicated to support and sharing cool things they've done. However, it so turns out that very recently, 70,000 government ID photos may have just been leaked from Discord. Now, Discord claims this is limited to people who have chatted with customer support or the trust and safety teams, and may have needed to verify their photo ID for some sort of age verification-related ban appeals, of course, to prove that they are an adult. I have had my Discord account for many years, and I've never had to upload any government ID documents, so it's not something a standard user has to do to use the service or anything. You don't even need that to create servers or access most not safe for work content, at least not in the United States. We'll get to that later. Discord claims that this was not a breach of their own systems, however, and that it was a third-party customer service provider, 5CA, which must have had the issue. 5CA responded to these allegations, denying that they've seen any sort of strange activity in their environment. Beyond this, 5CA claims they've never even handled the government ID photos of any of Discord's customers. Still, Discord shut down operations with 5CA and is working with law enforcement to get this figured out. No particular attacker has been named. It was suspected to be the Shiny Hunters, but it turns out it's not, and the Shiny Hunters claim it's someone else, though they would not specify. But according to VX Underground, which is an online repository of malware and cybersecurity research information, and also one of the only reasons I didn't leave Twitter much earlier, it may be larger than Discord has been letting on. They quote a tweet that starts with, "Chat, we are cooked," which was incredibly amusing to me, and I just wanted to say that. But it continues with, "Discord is being extorted by the people who compromised their Zendesk instance. They've got 1.5 terabytes of age verification-related photos. 2,185,151 photos. This has yet to be confirmed, but it's definitely really concerning if true, and is pretty far off the initial 70,000 mark that Discord claimed. Discord also recently started using age verification in the UK and Australia this year, and claims that these images are directly deleted after the user's age is verified. If they were actually deleted, however, they shouldn't be on their Zendesk systems for attackers to breach. It's possible that some record retention is required for corporate or regulatory reasons, but if that is the case, users should not be told that their images will be deleted immediately after. There may actually be a legitimate regulatory reason to keep these images, though. I'm not just making that part up because I like Discord or anything. In Australia, there is a ban coming into effect this December. It will ban people under the age of 16 from using social media sites. And to prove compliance, Discord may have to prove that they are requesting and receiving certain records from its users. Still, though, this information should be masked in some way to obscure certain identifying information if it has to be stored for these purposes. If full, unobscured driver's license photos are indeed breached, then people could have their identity stolen as a result of this breach. People could use these fake licenses to sign up for financial accounts or otherwise impersonate someone. After all, government ID is indeed a legitimate way to verify your identity, in many cases. If it's a passport that was stolen, that's arguably even worse. One little piece of good news is that currently the records have not been leaked onto the internet, as the hackers are currently demanding a ransom from Discord, but of course, this could change. Whether it was Discord or some third-party support app, you may still have to be concerned about identity theft. So, what can you do about it? Well, if you've never uploaded photos of your photo ID to Discord, you're probably good. If you have, you may be in some danger. Discord has reached out to the 70,000 they claim to have been impacted with further instructions. If that's not you, but you're still afraid your ID was leaked somehow, contact the applicable office, for example, if it's a driver's license, that would be the DMV, on what to do and if you can get a replacement ID. Getting a replacement should invalidate your old one, so it won't be able to be used. You should also monitor your bank account for any odd transactions that happen. I haven't had a chance to speak on this topic quite yet, but this whole case is a good example of why I am personally against the idea of enforcing age verification on internet websites by law. It puts consumers at unnecessary risk because many sites cannot adequately protect incredibly sensitive documents that can lead to identity theft. I understand the good intent behind these laws, which is, of course, protecting kids from potentially harmful content and predators, but it also revokes any anonymity someone may want to have on the internet, and is most certainly going to lead to more cases of identity theft in the future. People more paranoid than I have also claimed that this could lead to the government finding out who's posting certain content and potentially lead to their persecution. This could especially take place in countries with more restrictions on what type of free speech is allowed. And of course, it could lead to places like your workplace being able to find out if you're posting potentially inappropriate content somewhere else on the internet, which is awkward. I'm personally more aligned with the risks of identity theft, because, well, it's very serious, it is currently happening at alarming rates, and it can ruin your life for a very long time. I'm just not sure if the good outweighs the bad in these types of situations. Kids are also flocking to social media because there's really not a lot of spaces left for kids on the internet. There's still games like Minecraft, Wizard 101, Pirate 101, and Roblox available, but sites like Club Penguin and Free Realms have shut down for good. When I was recording this part, I did realize that someone is currently working on basically rewriting the entire Free Realms game, and it's still in progress, and not gonna lie, when that releases, if it releases, that might be a problem for me. You may see me playing a lot of Free Realms again. Anyways, I hope this episode helped clarify what's going on with Discord if you are a concerned Discord user and are afraid you may have your identity stolen. I would like to give a thank you to The Verge, Security Week, VX Underground, The Guardian, and Bleeping Computer for information on this data breach. And of course, I extend my thanks to you for tuning into this week's episode of Bite Size Cybercrime, and until next time, stay secure.